check it out.
Yeah, I mean, really, once they get to this point with a chrome wheel, there's not a whole lot you can do. I mean,
oh, great. Okay, I'm just gonna throw in the garbage.
There's no repairing on the chrome wheels because it would have to be completely stripped and completely re-chromed.
Welcome back to another awesome episode on the channel. Right now I'm headed to 4-Wheel Buy to get brand new tires on my truck. I just got them last year, it's crazy. And we'll get into that here in a second, but the biggest reason why I'm posting this video is because I want to give you guys a quick heads up on what's going on with the rims that I left on my truck. When I drove this truck in the salt-ridden state of Michigan during the wintertime, what damage it did to these hostile wheels. And we're talking about rims that are in excess of about $2,000. But it is what it is at this point. Of course, I should have known better and put the stock wheels back on it. I don't know what I was thinking, but they are pitting. Also, this is a good heads up to some of you guys that do have aftermarket wheels and you do live in a state that they use salt on the roads and what kind of damage it'll actually do, even with one winter. Here's the other issue that I'm having. If I let go of the steering wheel, you see it shaking, and this is just, it depends on what speed I'm going. But if I'm on the highway, it's doing that. It's crazy. So I absolutely need new wheels. These tires are choppy. I'm going to show you guys that here as well. Well, I'm headed to a little town called Chesaning, Michigan. I've done a few videos at this shop before, and he's allowing me to go ahead and bring my camera in there and show you guys what tires I'm going. I'm not messing around. I'm going to actually get some nice Nittos, and I'll show you guys that here in a second as well. I wanted to send a special shout out to everyone who has participated in the truck giveaway, the Duramax giveaway that we're doing. You guys have a huge advantage in winning this truck because the entries have not been as numerous lately. So definitely be excited about that. But if you guys do want to enter in, I left a link in the description. Every $1 spent on the website is one automatic entry. This contest will end next month on the 7th. So definitely get your entries in. And with all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and head to the shop right now. Okay guys, we made it here at 4-Wheel Buy. And like I said, the small town of Chesaning, Michigan. And we're gonna go ahead and pull in the Denali and get it, I guess, we're gonna put new tires on it, obviously. Which is pretty cool.
Get some new rubber on there, get you riding smooth and quiet again.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous though, honestly, about it being AT all-terrain versus what I have on there currently, which is mud terrain. But you know what?
You can't beat the looks of a mud terrain, but you can't beat the ride and like noise of the all-terrain. I always run all-terrains on all my trucks just because I don't want to hear that noise every day. You know, your weekend cruiser and everything. That's cool, you know, it's purpose built for the looks and everything, but just everyday stuff is always best with the AT for sure.
So is this Bosch's truck or what's going on here, man?
Yeah, so that's my
dang.
24. Just got it actually a couple weeks ago. It was like April 1st when I got it.
2024 Duramax.
Yep.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah,
wow.
We're still deciding exactly what I'm going to do, what lift height, wheels, tires, and everything, but for now looks okay. Had to get the stock wheels off it. The stock wheels were hideous. They were off like 3 hours after I had it. It was a Saturday when I picked it up and I just couldn't stand it.
What'd you do with the old wheels? You just keep them for stocks?
I'll probably end up selling them.
Yeah.
We're working through the new tire pressure system on that to make sure that we've got a good solution for it before I get rid of them. But yeah, I'm just gonna end up selling them.
Now, of course, I've been here a few times now. I think we've done about 3 YouTube videos here, so I'm no stranger to making videos and pulling out my camera in front of the guys and such. So I think they'll be okay back there.
I hope so, yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and turn the camera on and we're gonna go ahead and show you guys exactly what tires, like we just saw, we said there, ATs, all-terrains. We're gonna ditch the mud tires. Fortunately, I live in the country, so unfortunately, I love living in the country, but the problem is I park all my trailers in the back of my property, so sometimes I have to actually drive in the field in order to get them. So I won't get stuck with ATs, I'll be fine.
No, the Recon grapplers still have good grip and everything, you're gonna be fine.
So with that being said, let's go ahead and get back there. All right guys, so really quickly, I wanted to show you the uneven tread wear. Look at that, look at how, if you rolled your hand over that, you guys would know what I'm talking about, but it's extremely uneven right here in the middle. And I'm not gonna blame the tire, I'm actually gonna blame me because I didn't get it aligned when I got the new wheels and tires. But let me show you guys some of the carnage that I'm talking about. And we'll go ahead and look at it more once I actually remove the wheels and get the tires and all that off of it. But as you can see really closely, all the pitting that's going on the inside of these rims, it's almost like you can't wash that off. And guys, let me know in the comments what you would probably do if you wanted to redo these wheels, because I'm kind of at a loss. The last time I've done this, I actually used a little 3M whiz wheel. I know it sounds really weird, not on these, but a long time ago, and it worked really well, but eventually it'll start rusting right there. So yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and look at that. I'm gonna clean these wheels up nice and clean. They're pretty, they look clean on camera, but they're pretty dirty. and we'll go ahead and really dive in. Ooh, I got a little scuff there. We'll go ahead and dive into exactly what tires I'm going with this time. Like I said, these are not bad tires. They're really good tires. I really should have gotten alignment before I decided to roll on these expensive wheels. My bad. These are the tires that we're actually going to be putting on there. They're the Nitto Recon Grappler ATs. I actually have these on my LBZ Duramax. They're the same exact tires. They're quiet. They're awesome. They're an all-terrain, so I really don't have to worry too much about getting stuck. I mean, they're not as aggressive as the other ones, but they're definitely going to last a lot longer than the tires I have on it now. We're going with the 33 12.5 R22. The truck is sitting on the Hostel -24 offsets, and these are a 12.5. So with it being -24, it's going to fit it perfectly. And if I'm not mistaken, this is not going to be as wide as the tires that are on that truck already, because it does kind of scrub a little bit when I turn the wheels left and right. It actually rubs. That's why I don't have this inner fender in, because it rubs like crazy on this side. I need to do some trimming, but on this side it definitely touches. When I hit a bump, it'll kind of scuff right on the inside of that inner fender. So we'll see how this turns out, guys. Just saying, this is so much easier than setting the hoist, especially with the def tank on the other side, because those get a little tricky, man, when you try to set the hoist with this thing in the way, because it actually blocks the frame a little bit. You gotta extend the arm out on this side just a little bit longer. But yeah, it's a lot quicker, a lot easier. Here's yet another example. This is the passenger side. It's not looking good, guys. Not looking good at all. These back tires aren't too bad though. This one's a rear, and the back rears are actually in very good shape. As a matter of fact, I'd say they're about half tread. Not too bad, but the front, definitely bad. But as you can tell, like, so if you see the sort of profile of this, you know, it's nice and rugged. You know, it's got a lot of sidewall tread on it. Now, if you look over here, now that the new Nittos are on it, you can kind of get an idea of what we're talking about here. Not as wide, I'd imagine. Maybe just a touch smaller. So, which is good. This is what I'm looking for, and it rolls nice and straight. And I also have an alignment on the truck, by the way. So right now I'm cleaning my rims. Once I get done, I'm going to show you guys how bad this really is, because I'm already seeing it. Actually, let me give you guys a little preview here. Just that alone, you know, all these little pit marks right here. I'm not a stranger to this. However, these rims were not cheap. It kind of sucks that I destroyed them the way I did. Let's go ahead and clean all this up and show you guys what this actually looks like. If you're not familiar with the northern states, this is what I'm talking about right here. This is a 3/4 ton Chevy. Looks like crap, doesn't it? Okay guys, we're done. We'll go ahead and talk about the tires first. Jake, I like it, but I don't.
What don't you like?
It's kind of hard to explain, but the MTs made the truck look more aggressive.
Definitely.
But I love it, man. I love it. It looks so good.
Yeah, it's a nice in-between look between, you know, street and off-road. Still a good all-terrain, deep, nice tread. You know, a little bit of sidewall, but nothing as aggressive as what you had with the MTs. So I think we're definitely gonna like the ride quality and road noise a lot better than the MTs for sure.
Well, I'd imagine that I'm gonna get better MPG as well. I know that sounds weird, but
yeah,
you didn't see it. You didn't see it. Yeah. The front tires were so choppy. When I let go of the steering wheel, it
shakes a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This will definitely make it feel like a Denali instead of a old work truck, I guess.
For real. No kidding. Yeah. One winner, man. One winner on the Hostels. Let me show you. Check it out.
Yeah, I mean, really, once they get to this point with a chrome wheel, there's not a whole lot you can do. I mean,
oh, great. Okay, I'm just gonna throw in the garbage.
There's no repairing on the chrome wheels because it would have to be completely stripped and completely re-chromed. So, I mean, anything's possible, but at that point, that's going to cost as much as a set of new wheels. So, why would you do that?
That's a good point, yeah.
There is a couple of companies out there that have been making a more affordable forged wheel. Mm-hmm. So we have, you know, some that really cost the same as, especially the Hostels. It's a little bit more expensive of a brand.
What's the brand called?
It's KG1. They have their Contender Series out. And usually get you into a set of those Contender Series for about the same price, if not sometimes even cheaper than a regular chrome wheel.
Is that right?
Yeah, so that's, and the nice thing with any forged wheel is if they do get trashed like this, they can most of the time always be brought back. You know, you can get them to a professional polisher, they can sand and get out all the imperfections.
What makes it pit like that?
It's basically corrosion between the chrome coating, the chrome plating, and the actual aluminum of the wheel. So it's, you know, same thing that you get on any real rust or like even like a battery cable or something, you know, same, it's all corrosion. You know, that's just in between the two different types of metal, it's just corroding and coming out like that.
Yeah, so we're pretty much at the point of no return.
Yeah, just keep them clean, keep them polished up the best you can, and you know, they'll still look good, but they're not going to look new anymore,
They do
unfortunately.
Look good, though.
They do look really good.
They still look good for one winter.
No, that's for sure. No, it still definitely looks good. I don't see any reason to not run them.
We're gonna go ahead and talk about some of these wheels because I was just mentioning to him off camera my Anthem off-road wheels, 22 by 14s or something like that, but they're black. They're black, and I've been driving. I mean, I probably had 4 winters on those wheels.
Yeah, it's been a while since we mounted those.
You did, yeah, same exact tires actually. Mm-hmm. But
Yeah.
the problem is, Jake, is they didn't pit. They've never pitted like that. Is there a difference between the chrome? I know it's kind of a no-brainer, but is it like because it's powder coated?
Yep. So basically, you have a nice clear coat over everything on those wheels. Where like with a chrome wheel, this is actually almost. I mean, it's chrome plating. So it starts out with a couple different plating. Like I think he does nickel and then copper and then chrome. So that's, you're introducing more metal to the aluminum, and it allows for corrosion in between the surfaces, and salt and road grime and everything promotes that. So with a black and milled wheel like this, you know, yes, it's bright silver, shiny, you know, milling, but it's all clear coated over. So they do the wheel black, do the milling, and then they clear coat over everything afterwards. So that really seals in, you know, or seals out really all of the elements and I guess chances for it to corrode. So
Makes a lot of sense.
and that's the same with even like the red wheels here. So this is all a clear coat over all the wheels, so it's definitely a lot more durable of a finish and something that you can run all year round. You know, you still don't want to neglect them and just never wash your truck in the wintertime or never pay any attention to your wheels. You still want to maintain it like you would the paint, but you know, it's definitely going to be a lot more durable and, you know, last a lot longer than chrome would in the Midwest here. So
I did purchase a set of these for the Dodge Commons that we gave away a couple of years ago. I love these. What are those called again? The Spiders or something? Or was it the Slivers?
No, that one's a Spider, and then the Sliver has a little bit less spokes.
Oh, gotcha. That's
This
a
one's
really
the
cool
Sliver
look.
here.
Okay. Yeah, it's a really cool look. Honestly, I can't decide which one I like the best. It's really, really difficult.
Yeah, they're both good looking wheels for sure.
So what do you provide? What do you guys do here? I know that we were supposed to talk about that in the beginning of the video.
Yeah, so we do really anything bolt on. We do all of your lift kits, wheels, tires, steps, mud flaps, vent shades, tonneau covers. We even get some types of toppers, like smart caps, a stainless steel topper. We just sold one of those the other day. That was a really, really cool modular topper that was built in South America. I mean, it's really endless of what we do.
So basically truck accessories, lift
truck
kits.
accessories, side-by-side accessories. We do everything from, you know, as well as like car tires and trailer tires, and we sell different quads and dirt bikes and everything. The Chinese quads and dirt bikes for the kids, and you know, some even for you. We've got scooters. I mean, we really do A to Z here. So
Sounds good.
It's
Sounds
definitely
good.
a wide variety. You can reach us at 810-625-9965. We're right here in Chesaning, Michigan, 9996 Pete Road, 48616 Chesaning, Michigan. Been here for going on 11 years now. So definitely a staple in the community here, and definitely always improving our building and shop and just trying to keep things fresh and clean and new, and never really look to end that.
I wanted to give him a special shout out in his business because I like to promote some of the hardworking American businesses out there. I know they much deserve it, and it's really cool when I have co-partners like him and some of the other guys that I do videos with. But do appreciate your support. Thanks for the guys that you let me back there to go ahead and take care of that.
Awesome guys back there.
22 by those are 22 by 10s, but yeah, I know that's not huge for you guys because you guys deal with the specialty wheels.
Yep.
But I couldn't take it to anywhere else, unfortunately, because they'll destroy them. Although the wheels are already destroyed, so what am I talking about? All right, I'll get out of your hair. Thanks again, man.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Watch, sir. Look at that. Look at that steering wheel. It's not moving at all. Oh, this is so much smoother and so much quieter. This is great, man. So far, so good. I'm pretty impressed. And like I was talking to him, I'm actually really curious to see if my MPG goes up just a little bit. I'd imagine it will, because all that clunky tread, it was probably pulling me back. But so far, I'm loving it. It feels so much more comfortable in here. It feels so much better. So I made it back. Before I close out this video, let me show you guys what I have going on with the Wife Max since you watched this far. For some of you guys that watch the channel, you're subscribed, and you're following this build. Check this out. I'm just gonna show you a little bit. I'm not completely done. I'm actually working on a video right now on this still. I just installed the RDS S480. This is a twin turbo kit from HSP Diesel, and we have a PPE dual fueler. Yeah, I have hours on this. I've been plugging away at this. Just a little sneak peek. Stay tuned for the next video. The goal is to get this thing rolled underneath the cab, and hopefully we can get it started. We'll see what happens. Hopefully nothing blows up, because you know me and Earl are putting it together. But overall, I'm pretty happy with these tires. Unfortunately, the wheels are roached. They may not look that bad in the video. I know some of you guys are gonna say they don't look that bad, but the little small pitted marks that you guys are seeing on the wheels are permanent. I cannot get those out. But if there's an actual way to get rid of those marks on the wheels, let me know in the comments. Who knows, I may actually try that on a video and see how that works out. But right now, I'm wasting no time to get this truck under the hoist and get this thing started up. It's been a long time. We're going on about a year now. I'm really excited about it, and hopefully everything works out. And one more thing mentioned earlier in this video, good luck to everybody that participated in the Duramax giveaway, the Shorty Duramax that we built. Not a lot of people participated in that, so if you already did, then you have a pretty high chance of winning this truck. But like I said, you still have an opportunity to enter in, so definitely get entered in. I will leave that link in the description below. As a matter of fact, I'll link that in the comments as well. It's a pretty cool truck, and it's gonna be really awesome to give this truck to one of you guys if you win it. And just a little sidebar on the last video that I posted, I think as I post this video, it has about 85,000 views on it. And I know I said I'd delete the video, but I haven't really seen any real repercussions of it yet, or anybody that's actually complained about it. So I'm gonna sort of, you know, tap dance around this one and leave it up. I may have more videos to come on this one, but the bottom line here is the fact that I'm talking about it. I'm not actually doing anything on the channel. As a matter of fact, the company that I'm talking about, the Diesel Dudes, these guys are in Canada. I don't see our federal government going after them because they're in another country. That's the biggest reason why I made the video. I would never throw an American company's name under the bus. But if you guys are curious on what I'm talking about, watch the video I posted prior to this one, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It may or may not hinder my channel. I'm not exactly sure, but we'll see what happens. But guys, that is it for this video today. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Leave a comment below. Definitely hit the like button for me. And if this is your first time stopping, and definitely subscribe to the channel. We'll see you on the next one. Stay tuned.